Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you two glam looks that I have created for Diwali. The first one is quite cool toned with royal blue, and the second one is quite warm toned with more gold and pink. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the blue look first. I'm going to prime my skin with the Color Bar Miracle Glow Primer, and this is an exact dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Primer, but so much more affordable. This is quite light on the skin. It feels really hydrating. It's going to give you a very natural looking glow, and I love using this on the neck and the chest as well. This will also help your makeup last longer. What I love about this is that it's not like a chunky shimmer, so it doesn't highlight your pores and things, just gives you that soft pearly glow. Next, I'm going to go in with foundation, and going in with a foundation that I have loved for years. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body. It's a medium coverage hydrating foundation, stays really well, but you'll see that it just looks so natural. It doesn't mask your skin fully, but just gives this really nice look. For concealer, the NARS Radiant Creamy is just hard to beat. Again, it's medium coverage. I don't usually go for a lot of full coverage products because I like a slightly more natural look. Now this really nicely brightens my under eyes. It doesn't cake, it doesn't crease as long as I set it with powder, and you'll see as I blend it, it's not heavy at all, but it has done a really good job of covering up the pigmentation in my eye area. Coming to eyeshadows, I've got this incredible palette from Color Bar, which is very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Quartz, but this is at a fraction of the price, and I'm so impressed with the quality. You can see I've not used a primer or anything. I've gone in straight with my fingers, and the color payoff is just incredible. I'm so impressed with the quality of the eyeshadows. You will see another one of their quads in the second look, but Color Bar has really created an incredible formula at a very affordable price. So I've used that royal blue all over the lid. I'm using it along my lower lash line, but only like halfway in the outer corner. And then for the inner corner, I'm going to use a slightly brighter color. This is the Eye Glide Pencil in Flirty Twerk, and it is so similar to the Urban Decay 24/7 pencils. Next, we're going to take a little bit of bronzer, and I'm going to pop it into my crease. It really helps to use a bronzer or a matte brown eyeshadow in the crease when you're working with colors like blue and green. And for eyeliner, I'm going to use the Color Bar Intensify Liquid Gel. Now I bought this because I was very intrigued by the whole liquid gel formula. It basically has the same richness, darkness and long-lasting power of a gel liner, but it's in a liquid form. You can see it is just so incredibly black, and it stays really well. So all those of you who've got oily lids, or those who can't find an eyeliner which is rich and black enough, please do try this. Next, we're going to use the Clinique Zero Gravity Mascara, and this is so good for lifting and elongating the lashes. It's also long lasting but easy to wash off with warm water. And then for lashes, I'm using this slightly dramatic Pear from Eyelure. I'm adding a little more concealer after all the eyeshadow work, just to brighten up the area a little bit. This is a powder I have been absolutely loving. There are lots of products I love from Sugar, but this is the one that I've been reaching out for quite a lot. It's got a slight yellowish tint, so it brightens. It doesn't feel heavy and cakey on the skin, but it helps control oil and just gives you that really nice soft matte finish without any dryness. Here's a little tip. Apply your bottom lash mascara after you have done your concealer and powder, and this way you don't have any powder residue sitting on your lashes. I always do the bottom lash mascara because it adds a lot of intensity and really opens up the eyes. Now coming back to the face, I'm going to use the Fenty bronzer to add just a little bit of dimension. I don't do a lot of contouring, but since this is a glam special occasion look, I thought I would do just a little bit of gentle contouring to add structure to my face. Also doing the sides of the nose, and this just gives you a sharper looking nose. And I love this bronzer because it is so blendable and you don't need a lot. It doesn't look orange on the skin either. Now coming to lipsticks, we all love lipsticks. The Pat McGrath ones are amazing, but they are so incredibly expensive. I want you all to try this range from Color Bar. It feels a little more luxurious because it's got a magnetic packaging, whereas the Pat McGrath doesn't have the magnetic packaging. These shades are just so beautiful on Indian skin. This is the shade Do Me Darling. Slightly saucy names, but the formula is beautiful. It's a velvet matte, really good pigmentation, stays really well, doesn't dry out your lips, and just feels really luxurious to use. I'm using the same color and just dabbing that on the cheeks. Because these are not too creamy, they don't feel oily on the cheeks. Because they have that velvety finish, they actually double up really nicely as a cream blush, which doesn't make your skin oily. Any festive look would be incomplete without a highlighter. The Color Bar Glow with Love is an incredible dupe for the Anastasia Iced Out highlighter. I actually prefer the Color Bar one because it's got just a tiny little bit of a rose gold tone to it, whereas the Anastasia one is quite icy and it breaks very easily. I ended up dropping it after shooting and it cracked and broke. Apart from the color, what I also love about the Color Bar one is that it gives you a very pearly highlight. It's not chunky shimmer. It feels just really refined and it works really nicely in the inner corners as well. Adding that inner corner highlight just brightens up your eyes, especially if you've got small eyes. This is a really nice trick. So that is the finished look. Let's add some accessories, and the last thing I would do is use a setting spray. I've tried so many, but I keep coming back to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. I also used this on my wedding day and my makeup stayed intact, so definitely recommend this. And that is the final finished look. This is such a fun look and a bit different from the usual browns and bronzes that we see a lot in festive makeup. But if you'd like something that is actually more neutral, I have another look for you. We're going to start with a brown eyeliner, and this one brings back so many memories because I've used this so much in my early blogging days. The formula is incredible. It is so affordable. It is so pigmented, long lasting, and very similar to the Urban Decay 24/7 pencils. And what I'm doing here is creating a bit of shadow along the lash line and the outer corner. I'm going to take this along the bottom as well, so it doesn't need to be very precise. All we are doing is adding shadow and then smudging with a brush. So you can see just that single product has given such a beautiful smokiness to the eyes. I think everyone should have a good quality brown eyeliner like this one because there's so much you can do with it. We are going to add a little bit of shimmer to this look because it's a Diwali look. I'm taking this palette. This is called Eternal Sunshine. It's got beautiful shimmers and a matte brown. You can see the pigmentation is just incredible. All you need to do is take a little bit on the pad of your finger and press it onto the skin. I'm going to do just a little bit of gentle blending to make sure that it transitions smoothly into my skin. For someone who's a beginner with makeup, these are the colors to go for. They look so beautiful on Indian skin. They don't need a lot of blending. They just look really natural, but instantly add that festive glamour to any look. I'm using the lightest color from the palette, which is a bit more of a champagne gold. I'm using this in the inner corner and the inner 1/3 of my lid, so I get a little bit of a transition from a lighter gold going into a darker bronzy gold. We're going back in with the Clinique Zero Gravity Mascara. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a mascara which is not difficult to take off, but it stays on really well, and I'm a big fan of tubing formulas like this because they're not difficult to take off, but you get all the benefits of a long wearing mascara. Even though this is a softer look, we're not going to miss out on the bottom lashes. It gives nice definition and it opens up the eyes. You can absolutely skip the lashes for this look, but I've added a more natural looking pair. Coming to the lips, this is probably my favorite product from this entire video, and if you've been following me for a while, you would know why. I absolutely love lip colors like these deep soft berry rosy tones, and this is a pink that is going to suit absolutely everybody. You can see that velvet matte formula that just glides on the lips, so pigmented. It's not emphasizing any dryness, it just looks so beautiful, and I am just such a fan of this color, and I want all of you to try it, especially if you are wheatish to deeper skin tone and you don't find a lot of pinks that you like. This one will work for you, and it's not easy to find a lot of these colors in international brands, so I'm so glad that Color Bar has created such a flattering and universal pink, and it looks really good as a blush as well. So that's the final finished look. Let's add a little touch of a bindi to complete it, and there we are. I think this is great for anyone who doesn't like a lot of bright colors, who wants something neutral, something natural. A combination of a bronzy gold and a deep rosy pink is just so flattering for everybody. So those are the two looks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know which of these looks you would like to go for this Diwali. See you soon in another video. Bye.